We are a big club. We cannot say that we are bigger than we are now if we don't come to at least to the final of the Champions League.
And he did it. Chelsea coach Avram Grant and Manchester United's coach Sir Alex Ferguson are facing a battle of wills as both teams prepare to duke it out in the Champions League final match at Moscow's Luzhniki Stadium on Wednesday night. The two teams fought to reach the Premier League in England, with Manchester United coming out on top. The teams arrived in Moscow on Monday and underwent training Tuesday in preparation for the Champions League match, which will be attended by tens of thousands of British fans.
Nobody could imagine 3 years ago that Avram will be the head coach or the manager of Chelsea.
Born in Petach Tikva, Grant's professional coaching career began in 1972 as youth coach of his hometown team, Hapoel Petach Tikva. He coached Maccabi Tel Aviv twice from 1991 to 1995 and less successfully from 1997 to 2000. He then took charge of Maccabi Haifa from 2000 to 2002. Grant was formerly the national team coach of Israel, taking the position in May 2002. Israel finished third in the 2006 World Cup qualifying Group 4. From there he moved to England.
For somebody who is totally unknown, to come from a non-footballing state, really from Israel, and to be appointed as the manager of one of the 5 biggest clubs in the world, and then to take over and succeed in such a manner, it probably makes it a first.
He can shout at you and he can demand from you, but it's all because he wants you to play better.
Grant brought with him to Chelsea a large amount of Israeli supporters, but there are those who still find it hard to place their trust in the Israeli coach and refuse to recognize his success to the point of jealousy.
Israel is divided between appreciating, admiring, and hating Avram Grant.
Since Avram Grant got to Chelsea, I feel like I was born in London or something, since he's there.
There are Chelsea supporters in Israel who want Chelsea to lose to Man United at the Moscow Champions League final in order that Grant will not continue. They cannot digest the fact that an Israeli from their country with no pedigree at all has come and taken the club from them, not for them, but from them.
English soccer supporters are considered a difficult bunch who opt to place their trust in titles rather than capabilities. When former Chelsea coach Jose Mourinho left the club, they were quick to give Grant the title of Grant Can't. Only after a spate of successful wins and the team's placing in the Champions League was the title changed to Grant Can.
In order to win the hearts of the British press and the Chelsea supporters altogether, he is already doing quite well by achieving those 2 goals of running the Champions, the Premier League run until the end, and by qualifying for the Champions League final in Moscow.
The departure of Chelsea's former coach was not forgiven or forgotten by the club, which made Grant's entry into the job far from easy. Grant, however, always said Chelsea will achieve successes far more greater than those achieved by Mourinho, and promised that Chelsea will take the Champions League final and forget about the former coach.
He still needs probably more time. If he does get the time, if he does change the style into attractive football, if he does play the Arsenal and the Man United way with new players next season, I'm sure Mourinho in the end will be all forgotten and Grant will be judged by his qualities.
So this is our target. We want to do it this year. Or we say that our target is to do it in the next 2 years, but we hope to do it this year.
We'll see you in Moscow. Go on, you Blues.